let's talk about human empowerment, because we talked before about that feeling of confidence when you're data literate, per the definition we talked about today. You're empowered because now you understand what's happened. You're empowered to do something, which is then making you more valuable as a human. Let's talk a little bit about that, right? How are humans benefiting from technology that, as I say, takes the machine out of the human, right? It really empowers you to do human things and makes you a more valuable asset to the company that you're working for.
Great. Now, and I'm going to kind of use a teaching style where I tell you what something isn't to help you understand what it is. So imagine, if you will, you're at a health system and you have what's called environmental services. Basically, they're the folks that clean rooms, because hospitals are always about patient flow. We got to get Dalton's butt out of the bed to get the next person's butt in the bed. And so naturally we decide we're going to track, I don't know, turnaround time. How long does it take to clean the room, right? And so we start tracking the turnaround time, and we start showing ourselves a KPI. And let's say that we decide 75 minutes is our goal, right? And so we show the KPI. If it's 74.99 minutes, me and Lindsay hit our bonus and we're happy campers. We don't need to know any more about the data. If it's 75.01, we start getting concerned, don't we? Right? 0.02 was the difference between us doing something or resting on our laurels and being happy, right? When we look at that KPI, it's 75.01, so we start saying, hey, we need to know by hour a day, like a heat map, show me the average time it's taking to clean the rooms, right? And I present this heat map, and it shows that the third shift is really bad. They're a dark color, and the earlier shifts are a lighter color, right? Well, who said that turnaround time had to do just with the people? Nobody, right? It's something that we had a bias, right? When we decided, well, that's the way we're going to break this down. But let's say that this chart then gets shown around a water cooler, right? We'll use this infamous, I have never seen one water cooler. most corporate buildings don't have drinking fountains anymore, right? But let's say that this chart is placed there, and Sally Sue, who's a single mom, high school education, comes out of her locker room and she overhears a conversation. The people on the third shift are lazy. They're going to cause us all not to get our bonus this year. They are too slow, right? If Sally Sue is not data literate enough to be able to understand the chart or feel confident that she can go to her boss, hey, Lindsay, I heard people talking about us. You know, I know that you and I clean rooms faster than anybody else because I've worked on other shifts. You know, do they realize that I usually don't get my page, you know, for an hour after the person's been discharged during our shift? Right? If she does not have that data literacy to be able to argue with the data, her morale is horrible. And from a human empowerment standpoint, when we as companies say the most valuable asset we have is our data, no, the most valuable asset every company has is its people.
Yes.
And if you are not helping your Sally Sues, whoever they may be, in your company be able to understand numbers so that they could argue with managers, possibly, you're doing them a disservice, right?
Or
because
fix the right problem. Fix the right problem. You know, you send a whole group of people over trying to solve a problem that's not even there. How many times do we see that? You know, the data can be very misleading when you're only looking at one sliver of it, right?
Exactly.
This goes back to what we're talking about with correlations, right? And correlating lots of data to each other and correlating multiple visuals to each other.
And
What's the real full picture? Where's the real story there?
Exactly. So to kind of shorten the story, what the real situation was a lack of data literacy on management's part, thinking that the turnaround time was about the people turning the rooms around. The risk that Sally Sue now starts not wiping doorknobs down, and we increase infections because nobody can see that Sally Sue didn't wipe the doorknob down, right? The problems caused by the wrong actions, by not being data literate. The real problem happened to be scheduling on demand, right? I think it's easier for me to do a 9 to 5, 5 to midnight, midnight to 7 shift.
Right.
That's just how we've always scheduled. That is not how patients are flowing into the hospitals.
No way.
And so if I say, geez, I believe in my humans, and I think Sally, Sue, and Lindsay are doing the right things, what could the other drivers be? Well, in this particular case, and this was a real world example, the problem was there was a higher demand and less people on staff to meet the need. They weren't staffing to the need because management wasn't data literate enough to be curious and ask more and be able to drill into more drivers. It's just easier to see one KPI and one heat map. That's all my little brain can handle. It obviously is Sally, Sue, and Lindsay's fault. You know, we'll just have to replace them because I don't want to use data to look at myself and decide if as a manager my process is right or not.
Right.
Right. But as we increase literacy across the board, we are empowering the humans by believing in them, first of all, and second, by giving them the data that they need to really understand the real problem and fix the real cause of the real problem.